Hey guys and girls, this is Scott. Remy. This is a overview of, the process in which I'm hatching out duck eggs. I have a male mallard, a female khaki Campbell, and a female cayuga duck. They are right here. Move, Remy. You can see all three of them right there. So I've done multiple chicken hatchings, been really successful with those. And this is gonna be my first time with the ducks. The whole process is different. It's a longer hatching process, and it also takes a little bit more time when it comes to daily stuff. Once it becomes like day 10 through 25 or so, you have to take them out and stuff, where the duck eggs, you can just throw them right in there. So today is day 1. So let's go inside and I'll show you the incubator and the setup. So like I was saying, we're in here now. We're inside. I have this in my kitchen. This is a Jonelle 12. Like I said, I've done 2 or 3 batches now of chickens. Had really good success on those. Most of those are at my cousin's. If I show you, there's a little white turkey. It's a turkey and golden comet mix. He's one from my batch. I kept him. The rest of them are at my cousin's house. But these can hold basically up to six chicken eggs or duck eggs. You can see them in there. You see that little twist right there? That moves the eggs back and forth. But yeah, so I put them in today. Today is May 1st. So here's the layout. I always do this, put the tape on there. Gives you all the dates so you don't forget. And then I always have that too. So I have it at 37.5, like 99.5, almost 100 degrees. You see in there, here's the thermometer, humidity on this side, thermometer, humidity. On this side is another thermometer. So it gives us all the readings I need and everything. But this is my first time doing duck eggs, so we'll see what happens. Here's the update about the eggs in the incubator, the duck eggs. So today is May 25th. So as you can see, May 26th, day 25 is when we stop spraying. So today is the last full day. Tomorrow I'll spray and put them on the basically lockdown. So I put more water in to amp up the humidity. Temperature stays the same though. And hopefully they'll start doing the hatching process. But today I'm going to show you how I do my spraying thing. Let's see here if I can't set this up. So, go ahead and I grab them out of the incubator. I just have a paper towel here. Spray them down where I'm not soaking them. I'm not drenching them soaking wet. I'm one spray, basically one side then the other, one side then the other. Just to make sure that they're wet. Ooh, that does not look good. Doesn't look good at all. I've never seen that happen before, but we'll see what it is. All the rest of them are looking good. That wasn't like that last night when I did the spray and put them back in here in the incubator. So I go ahead and just close up the incubator here. You have to let them sit out to room temperature. And then once they're setting down back to room temperature, you put them back in the incubator. I close my incubator between the time that I put them here and put them back in, so the temperature can rise back up inside. So then when they're put back inside, it's as close as that's supposed to be. So we sit here and we'll let them cool down for a little bit until we put them back in the incubator. Also, one thing is, I'll probably go ahead and show you the candle lighting right before I put them back in. And we might be able to see what happened to that one that's all black. I've never seen that before. I've hatched a bunch of chicken eggs before, but they're also brown. Oh, that light's awful. They're also brown, so that might be a reason. I don't know if it's the white inside or the white eggs being able to see a little bit more inside. Maybe something went wrong. I don't know. It wasn't like that last night, so we'll see. I'll candle light them before I put them back in there. So then tomorrow I'll spray them and put them on the bottoms, because you see the incubator here has 2 layers, right here and then right down here, the 2 different layers. This is for when they're going back and forth. There's a little motor. Oh, if I can open it up here, little motor right there that pushes that rack back and forth. So see how that needle goes down in there. So the rack goes back and forth, but when you pull that out, you take the rack out, you put that in the lower. The water goes to the bottom here, but that second or that first row there, not the top one but the bottom one, allows them enough room to either, when they hatch, to have in there. 2, it keeps the motor from hitting them and everything and moving them around while they're in there. But I've had success with this, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'm back. It's been about 8 minutes or so. Went, took a shower, changed. I was weed eating and doing the garden. That'd be another video, but finally got the garden planted. So now I got it is the HB Life egg candler. It plugs into the wall. See, it doesn't work without being plugged in. It's not a wireless one. As soon as you plug it in, there we go. So I'll go ahead and turn the light off here. Oh, it's dark. Can't see me. But, alright. So I just can't really see much. There we go. Let's see if I can't get this on camera. There's movement in there, so that one's still alive. So as I candle them, I'll put them back in the incubator. So I candle down. Actually, look at this, guys. Look at that. I'll have to show you when the light's back on. This one's actually already pipping. This one's already pipping. This one's pipping early. I'm gonna check the rest of them, make sure there's nobody else pipping. Alright, let's check this out. Oh yeah, you can see right there, the light. Can't really see on the camera. There's a lot of movement in that one. I don't know. Let's see about this one. Oh yeah, there's some development right there. There y'all go. Some movement. I can feel movement inside the egg. He's not very happy about that light. There's one. That one's got a lot of movement in it. Alright, here's the last one that's... Yeah, there's movement in there. Y'all can see the veins. And then here's the black one. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know why it's black. There's movement. There's development. Y'all can see that. I don't know why that one's black. So we have one pipping here. I'll go ahead and turn the light back on. Turn that off so I can show you. Look at that, guys. Bring him over here. Wow. There we go. He's already starting to pip. So he might start pipping now. What I might do, since there's a little area over here off to the side, if he's already going to be pipping, I don't want him rotating around. So I'll leave him over here like that. See, the incubator goes back and forth like that. The rest of them I'll go ahead and put back in the incubator to go ahead and do their rotations. I'm not sure, unless that's just where the Cayuga duck, the black duck, they lay a blacker egg. Unless that's just the way it's developing, where it's getting a little black there at the end. I don't know, because this is the khaki Campbell from that day. So I have both those ducks. So I have the 28th, 29th, and 30th of March. So you have the Cayuga and the Khaki Campbell. Cayuga, Khaki Campbell. You know what, guys? I'm kind of lost about what to do with him. I don't want him to be rotating if he's pipping through. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. Alright, let's go ahead and put the top back on it so the rest of these guys can get back on there. And I always like to check here in about 5 or 6 minutes once the temperature gets back up, make sure the humidity's right, just to make sure everything's set back to where it's supposed to be. But that's how I'm doing it. I'll probably make a video again tomorrow night about me putting them down on the other layer. It's pretty cool. I'm glad that they're all developing. There's all movement in all of them, so they're all living still. Kind of excited to see what they look like. I have a mallard male named Poof because he's got this poof on top of his head. It's just feathers, like no knot, no nothing on his head, just a poof. So his name is Poof. And then we have the Khaki Campbell and the Cayuga that I got this year. I had a male duck, and I had that Pekin duck. Oh, also pekins, the 3 pekins I have outside, I'll make a video on it. They are now moved to mom and dad's house with Ping, the original pekin we had. And come to find out, there are 3 girls that I got lucky. They were straight runs, but I'll make a whole nother video on that. It's May 26th, which is the day that we take the duck eggs and put them on lockdown. Yesterday we seen that one was pipping, but I went ahead and put him back in here, and we'll kind of check it out and see what's going on today. Still nothing really. We got one pipper here. He's starting to work his way around. There's another pepper. Another one. Another one. Looks like almost all of them are starting to peep or pep. So what I'm going to do is move them out of here. Nice and easy. There's one. There's one. There's another one that's pepping. Let's check this guy out. This one has not started pepping yet. Here's the one with the black on it. See if he started yet. Not yet. The black has grown. And here's a heavy duty pepper. That one's actually chirping. You can hear it. And he's moving. So let's knock all this stuff out. See what I do? I take the wrap off, the tray out, the top tray. I like to leave not the thermometer, but one of these that read the humidity and stuff. Put that one in the back here. I actually put it laying down. We'll put this one up front here. We're gonna add some water. Add a little bit more water. There we go. Add some water. I don't like having the tray too wet when I put them in there, so I draw off the tray a little bit. Alright. Gently put these guys in here. What I might do is just to help them a little bit. Squirt just a little bit, not too much. Put them right back in. Gently slide it over there. Hopefully we'll get some baby ducks here soon. So 4 out of the 6 were pepping. See them down in there. Fingers crossed we'll get hopefully 6 out of 6, or at least the 4 that I started, they'll finish up. We actually had a duck hatch. So this is the next morning after I put them on lockdown. You can see him. he's actually knocking around the other eggs. I don't like to go in there as much as possible, but when he's knocking around the other eggs, as you can see him moving back and forth in there, there's not a lot of room. He pushes them around. I don't want him to like pecking at the other eggs either. So as you can see right here, I'll show you my setup later, but I want to go ahead and move him, get him out into there so he doesn't destroy the other eggs. Just like that, quick and easy, fast as possible. It looked like 3 or 4 of them were all, and other ones were, look at this guy. Figgy. Took the wrapper thing. This is what I use as a food, is the flock raiser Rima. Just buy that little bag, should last them until you can get them up to a little bit bigger. But there he is. Or her, I don't know. Looks like a lot like a Marcus of a mallard, which is the dad part of it. I'll look into the egg. Look at that. Ooh. I'll look into the egg and just see if it was a khaki Campbell or the Cayuga duck, female duck. But it looked like 2 to 3 more. I can't really show y'all. Ooh, that one probably made y'all dizzy. That was awful. But in there, there's 2 or 3 more in there that are working their way out. They got decent holes in them now, working their way around it. They poke a bigger hole so they can start working their way around the egg. As you can see, he did. So poke the hole starting here, then the bigger hole, and then he moves his way around until he can come out. So just want to give y'all that update. There's one, and we'll see if we can't get some more. Hey guys, it's 10 o'clock tonight. It's the 27th. All these Memorial Day, all these baby ducklings have been hatched today. I have my 3rd one now in the incubator. I don't know if you can see him, he's right there. But here, I'll bring it a little closer. There he is. Here's the other 2. One looks like a mallard, one's the mallard was on top. That one's black with like a brown chest. I've been looking at the eggs, trying to figure out if they came from the khaki Campbell or the Cayuga females, but I can't really tell. I'm gonna have to wait until all the eggs are hatched. That's why I'm kind of numbering them so I can see and look. But we're about to move this other baby into the Brooder. It's basically a 10-gallon fish tank. They don't, since they were born today, they don't need food and water because they're good up to like, I think it's 2 or 3 days without food or water after they're hatched out of the egg, because they're still pulling that nutrients from the egg and stuff coming straight out of it. But I go ahead and give them food and water. The very first one that was born this evening or noontime is already drinking. I've watched him drink. The little black one I haven't yet, but the water's empty, so somebody's been drinking it. And what I'll do with that is, if you see, I put the water in the yellow cap, and then I put it in the bigger cap. That's so if any splash or overfill goes in it, it's caught, so it's not that messy in there. They don't make the shavings too nasty. But we're about to move this 3rd one over because he's starting to get a little active now, bumping eggs around. So we're gonna get this done. Alright, that took a little longer than I wanted to. I was just kind of moving the eggs around, keeping them separated. So with this one being hatched, let's see if I can't find the date on it. 4/28, or yeah, 4/28. This was 4/30, and this one's looks like 29. So it looks like one from each day has hatched. When I checked them just now, when I was moving them around in there, it looked like 2 more were pepping. The one that hasn't pepped is the one that turned black. I don't know if he will. They're really not supposed to be they weren't supposed to be calling for to be hatched until not tomorrow, but the next day. So Wednesday would be 28 days, which is when they're normally hatching. These guys here just wanted to come on out a little early. Yeah, he's wet, but that's why I put him directly underneath the heat lamp. The other two, the little black one was a little wet when I got him out, but they seem to be doing okay. I'll put them in there. I like looking at them now when their feathers are still wet. You can see all that skin. You can see their little wings. But this one here looks like it's going to turn out to look like another mallard here. So that's 2 mallards, 1 black with a brown chest. But we'll see what happens. This is Scott. It's Friday, May 31st. It's been 4 days since the first 3 hatch. 2 days or 3 days since the other 2 hatch. So we have 5 total ducks. I'm gonna give the last duck, which is the one that turned black, I'm gonna give it another day or so, and then if it doesn't hatch or start pepping, we'll go ahead and crack it open. But I'm gonna show you kind of the setup. Here's the brooder. I'm putting them in the little brooder. There's the big brooder. It's still here, but I'm gonna put them in the little brooder. I put a trash bag underneath of it, underneath the shavings and stuff. That makes it a little bit more waterproof, so it doesn't ruin the actual box here. As you can see, I'm gonna put the food in there. They have this little thing of water that they can splash around in a plastic like cup thing, so it keeps it a little bit cleaner. Then I'll put a bigger water that's in there with them right now. I'll carry that in here, and when I get them all set up, I'll let you I'll show you. We can go ahead and go ahead. Grab their food here. Let them have some food. I'll bring them and the water out, and I'll show you the finished product here. So it looks like, so I looked into the eggs, and actually I'll just bring them out here and show y'all and go over what ducks came from what number they were, and how I'm telling the difference in them. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the difference in the ducks and the eggs, and kind of show you all the details on how I'm telling ducks the difference. So when they hatched, I labeled this one egg number 1. It's a lighter color. So the darker colors are the Cayuga. This is going to be a khaki Campbell egg here. Alright, let me see if I can't find them. Ciao guys. So this is him, or her. Looks like a mallard. The way I can tell is his feet are all black. This is the very first duck I've ever hatched. Came out very first. There he is, or she is. Number 2, you can see these black dots, and number 2, where it was positioned in the you can see, like, can't really tell in the, it's a little darker. See the white scrapes on it and stuff right there. So this is number 2. This was from one of the Cayugas, the Cayuga and Mallard mix. So this is number 2, egg in there. Let's see if I can't find it. is actually pretty cool. So all black feet, black duck, except his chest. This one has a little bit of brown on him, but this is number 2. He's all black, a little bit of brown on him. But that was number 2 from a Cayuga Mallard mix. Number 3, another lighter egg. So another khaki Campbell, no black mark dots on it with white marks through it. Like the protection layer on the Cayuga duck is like a darker black. Where, so if you scrape it, it makes some more of a white. You scrape this one, it's white through and through. This is number 3. This is another khaki Campbell. Let's see here. This one's kind of cool. My khaki Campbell, the feet on the webs, so you have the like 3 out and then the webs in between. With the webs in between with the khaki Campbell are kind of like this guy's, or girls, where it's brown but then has the lighter white in between. So this one just definitely took after its mom with the feet wise. The marking wise, it definitely took after the dad. We'll see what they look like when they get bigger and a little older. But yeah, that's number 3 there with the white on his feet. Here you go, Bill. Alright, so number 4, as you can see if I can't show you here, it's a darker one. There's the white scrape mark. So this is another Cayuga. It's like they took, out of the 5 of them, it went khaki Campbell, Cayuga, khaki Campbell, Cayuga, khaki Campbell. So the one that's left in there that hasn't hatched is the last Cayuga, but that's the one that turned black. If you remember when I candled it, it seemed like there was movement in it, but that might have just been me trying to be excited and make sure I was keeping my hopes up. I don't know. But that's inside the egg. It's number 4. So let me grab him. This one here, my fiance actually watched it and got it on Snapchat of him or her poking out. As you can see, another fully black, all black there. But this one's chest is a whole lot lighter than the other one. Here, I'll grab the other one to compare. You see the chest difference in them? This one was number 4, this one's number 2. The chest is a little lighter, so, and the size of them a little different, but that's how I've been telling them the difference. And last but not least, this guy here. Here's his egg. Number 5, no dark marks. There's a inside of for another one, but there he is. His feet have a little bit of the white marks, but not really. So that's how I'm telling the difference between him and number 1, or her. It doesn't. I don't know yet. But yep, there's what they look. He looks like. Give you a review of inside here. So there they are. They were just getting a little big for that 10-gallon tank I had in the kitchen. They have heat lamp here. They can curl up together if they get too hot. Food there, water there. So that's what they look like. So that's number 1 and 5 in the back, 2 and 4 in the middle, and number 3 over here pecking on things, being Mr. Adventure or Mrs. Adventure. But that's basically a wrap up of the incubation of duck eggs. I will go ahead here in a couple of days, break open if it hasn't hatched yet. The last egg of the incubation, I'll go ahead and crack it open just to see what went on and what went wrong with it. Today is June 2nd, Sunday, June 2nd. That last egg in the incubator, the one that turned black, right here, never hatched. He actually ended up turning all the way black. So I'm not thinking it's going to happen very. I'm going to crack it open, see what happened to him, see where he developed to. Because I remember when we candle lighted him, he did have some development in it. I don't know if it fully developed or not. Here's an update on these guys, or girls, whichever one. They're getting big, food, making a mess out of their water, but they're ducks, so they're going to. But we'll crack this one open and see see if I can't find a knife over here. Here we go. Crack it open and see what happens. Gonna also need use this. Here we go. Alright, put that here. Look at there. Alright, so let's crack it open and find out. Ugh. Glad y'all can't smell this. Whew. Yeah. Just, hey, heads up, it's going to be nasty, so if you don't want to see this, turn away, and I'll let you know when we're back to the ducks in the brooder. 3, 2, 1. So it was fully developed. It just never hatched. I don't know what happened to it. It looked like it might be a little bit staged back of fully developed, but it stinks. It's nasty, but I was hoping he was going to be able to come through, but it didn't. Alright, so if you were looking away, you can look back now. They like getting wet. They're ducks. But these guys here, all 5 of them, so we got 5 out of 6. And as you can see, they're all curious to see what I got. Oh, most of them run away. We got 1 or 2 that are curious. But that's probably gonna wrap it up about these ducks. We'll get so often updates on just daily stuff, not updates on these ducks, but for the duck incubation, that's how I do it. Now I'll keep them in a brooder here for another week or so, and then I'll move them outside. Hopefully we'll build another chicken tractor or something to make it a little easier for them to get outside. You know, on some fresh grass and stuff, but that's how I do it. That's how I do the duck incubation, and hopefully here soon I might be doing some quails. My cousin got his first quail from his quail eggs, or first quail eggs from his quail the other day. So if he can get, I don't know, about 8 to 10 of those consistently, then I might do that. But for now, that's what it is with the ducks now, but the duck incubation. Thank y'all for watching, and see you on the next video, and always, God bless.